The mountain had been calling her, long time now. She just wasn't paying attention, not really. The sea was too sweet, the bonfire too hot, the air was too cold. The dancing was about to begin, and she was actually just about to put down a real nice wine when the mountain grabbed she. Yes, grab. 1 minute, her body was there with her, the next pulled hard and steady towards the hills. Confusion held her for a moment, then alarm. How was the mountain doing this? She looked for the rope or cord or string that had to be tied around her waist, but there was nothing. Could it be the wind? No. It was a rhythm that tied itself around her hips and pulled. The mountain didn't ask permission, so she planted her feet, leaned her back, locked her arms and braced. But the mountain insisted. And what was her might against that of the mountain? Well, guess she better be on her way. The elders are like that, and they will call and call but not say what it is them wants. So she pulled her feet, slow and reluctant, out of the salt water. She walked until grains of sand gave way to mud, gave way to firm earth. And the mountain continued to call. But the mountain didn't just call, the mountain moved her. Heels sank into soil, toes pressed into roots, legs jerked and stuttered, arms caught on branches, her knees pulled by vines, and still the rhythm gripped her waist. And then the trees joined in, their polyrhythms humming in her chest, and the rhythm continued. Her knees buckled, the wind caught her, and the tempo marched on. It wasn't just the mountain. The whole island was dragging her up there. And then she arrived. The mountains, the trees, the earth all went silent. And the island spoke. Instructions? That was the drag she all the way up here for? Work? At this hour, no less? Nah, she didn't want that. Fire was still crackling back at the beach, the music waiting on her. Nah, she couldn't do this. But the mountain softened. If she didn't want the task, she could leave. And so she did. Turn around and head right back. And as soon as her feet touched the back, she forget to know. She forget the instructions. She forget why the mountain called. She forgot all of that. All she could remember was the music back at the beach. And by the time she arrived in the village, the music was loud. Someone asked what it was the mountain wanted, why they'd called her up there. She couldn't even remember. Something trivial. The elders were like that, and sometimes she swear they call and call just to watch you in your face, like them don't even want anything. And just like that, her feet started to move to the drums. Her hips loosened. Her arms stretched long. the island laughed low and quiet beneath her, the mountain watching from above. Words were too fragile. They'd never ask her to carry something that weak. So they tucked it in her muscles, in her joints, in the curve in her back, in the sway of her hips. And as she danced and her body moved, everyone watched, learning the instructions she carried. How did it go? Like this? And by daybreak, everyone would know the instructions. They could see it, the color in her hips, the melodies in her arms. And when the day came that they needed the instructions from the island, their bodies would remember. They'd remember the time one of their own went up to the mountain and returned. They'd remember what she brought back. They'd remember that mountain do call for no reason.